cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big cat, come in. Come on. I've got intel. Psst. Oi, big cat, lean in. Guess what? Heads are rolling in the mud huts. Yes, baby. We'll talk about that in a moment. But we're going to dive right in to the planetary energies. Yes, baby. Venus in Pisces sextiles Pluto in Capricorn, no less. This aspect brings deeply buried feelings to the surface. Listen, there's a bit of Chucky trying to escape from you to take from inside of you today, blood. Don't stop it. Let those nasty feelings come up, observe them, and kiss them goodbye with 2 of these and 1 of those. You've got to get rid of the shadow stuff, darling dears, today. It's going to make you what? It's going to make it a bit difficult, right, to focus on anything else if you don't face those feelings that arise today, darling dears. We also have a full moon in Virgo, no less. I love it. I don't hate it. I love it. Virgo, the house of health, your fitness, the service you give unto others as well as self, and Father God, Mother Isis, your physical health, the body, darling dear. It's about your responsibilities. But it's ruled by Mercury, and we know that Mercury is what? In the cranium, darling dear. Right? It's about your communications, especially how you communicate to thyself. What intel are you what? Piecing through today, darling dears. Very important. Your personal views and goals are shifting, darling dears. Your inner world. Don't be afraid to step outside that flipping comfort zone. I told you, it's kryptonite to a big cat who's got big things to be getting to, darling dears. In the name of the Most High, can I get a cat? You don't have to leave the past completely behind, darling dears. You're like, what? Everybody's going for their pills. I heard running steps and a door slamming. What do you mean, Case? Don't leave the past behind. But I said a lot of things, but wait until I finish. Right? You should try to embrace a more evolved mindset, darling dear. Where you what? Have the memory of an elephant, you're able to dissect and cut away and evolve from, darling dear. Yes, all of this and that. This will allow you to see situations from a clearer perspective. Emotional maturity, fist bump. You'll be able to understand matters in a less emotional way, which will help you make all of the necessary decisions during this luminary, darling dears, because you've got big decisions to make today, darling dears, and you can't be fuddled in your cranium, because I've told you, big cat, your common sense, your flip-flop, common sense is not a flower that grows in everybody's garden, and they will see it as a superpower within you, big cat. This common sense, this fabled thing which you languish in on a daily basis. Fist bump. Emotional maturity is the way today. Lean into your higher consciousness and transcend to a place of understanding, compassion, and service to those who need it the most. Fist bump. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, of wisdom, abundance, prosperity, and longevity, because you're gonna outlive the wicked. Fist bump. Hey! Right, let's dive in, darling dears. Are you good? Is everybody fabulous? Right, let's get it rolling and get it rocking. See what's going on. I have to pull up my jumpsuit. It's falling down. Right, let's see who's in the comments, darling dear. Alexis Holmes, Big Cat Wave. Prolific Miss Mo, Fist Bump, Bonita Gosha, Kimmy Love Life, Bradshaw no less, Pinky's Up, Elizabeth Williams, Namaste. Who else is here? Florida Time, Jean Buck, Big Cat Wave, Latosha Rice, I see you as you see me. Fist Bump. I had to wind up for you, Latosha Rice. Andrea Monterio, hello darling dear, Unicorn Ladybug, Carolyn Mustica, Kelly Polisano, an oldie but a goodie, Big Cat Wave, Black Smoke Chat, Jacqueline, Renton, and the Angel Love, coming in on a quick skeet. Anyone else who I have not acknowledged? A big namaste, because you know I can be such a chatty cat, and time will run away from us as we discuss the heads rolling. Oh, it's rolling, darling dears, in the mud hut, no less. I shouldn't say hot, I meant hots. Yeah. They had to fall back, darling dears, so they could be jealous, jelly boat gelly, in secret. I know, it has to be in secret. You passed through the fire, and yet you smell of no smoke, Big Cat. Fist bump in the name of the Most High, Father Godmother Isis. They, them, and arm acted on impulse, and it made them a hostage to ridicule. Ha ha! Laugh with me, Big Cat. Ha ha! They now, let me turn down my music. Big Cat, as their heads are rolling in the mud hut, and as they are being held hostage to the ridicule of their tomfoolery, right, and fucking ease blood, right, as they sit in that seat of ridicule and what bad vibe, darling, yeah, bad vibe, bad luck, bad credit, right, and a bad idea. They are now awaiting you, my dear Big Cat. They're waiting for you to what? Make the blind see and the lame walk. Yes! Fist bump, Big Cat Wave. They're waiting for that shiznai, because they can't believe it. They cannot. In the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, come through. Push, clap. Big Cat, you see the thing is, as you gained your badge, right, of emotional maturity, having done the DNS like it was nothing. It was nothing, and we're not going to discuss it because it will take us back to things that we're supposed to be seeing from a higher perspective today. When you mastered that assignment, you're saying, Case, what assignment is that? The one to know thyself, darling dear. When you know thyself, darling dear, no one can take you off your throne. So let them sit in the seat of ridicule, darling dear, as the heads are rolling in the mud hut, no less. Fist bump. Let's dive in, darling dears. Let's get a rune and see what's going on. Big Cat, you've got a throuple, and the Palo Santo no less, darling dear. We will be blazing up our incenses one time as we are in the seat of Venus Friday, no less. I know, posh claps going off all over the globe. Yeah, as we lay down and think about what? Psalms 91, blood. In fact, we might even touch on Psalms 91:7, blood. What's that? They fall to the left, they fall to the right, but yet Big Cat Chronicles continues. Yes, baby, them a wait pon you for make the blind see and the lame walk. Hey, rock with me, Big Cat, as we look at these runes. See what's going on. And the runes were so kind today, just to line up so you can see what's really going on for you. Right, let's dive right in, darling dears, with a quick what hit you up with the Jera. What's that? The Wheel of Fortune. Blessed and highly favored as you step into destiny. Why? Emotional maturity, right, was the key to your everything, darling dear. When you can't be pulled about like taffy. I told you many times, Big Cat, whomsoever has your psychological password is your king, blood. Yeah. You mightn't be having a tree sloth that's feeble-minded as your king. I know. Beggars beyond belief, darling dear. As I was saying, Jera, darling dears, lean in, Big Cat. Lean in is the Wheel of Fortune. And number 10, darling dear, it speaks about completion as well as transformation. It also brings into mind, darling dears, that you have what? Your destinies in the palm of your hands. It's represented by the letter J, as well as the numbers 40, 41, 42, and 43. Yes, baby. It speaks about what? Earlier efforts are being recognized and realized in Keitha, as well as on Malkuth. I told you, they're waiting for you to make the blind see and the lame walk. Ha ha! Why do they have to wait, darling dear? Because there's pain, blood. The echopraxic will always pay. But they won't quite make it, just like Luther Vandross's girl. Fist bump. As I was saying, somebody's got to be on top sometime. Better you than them. This also speaks about what? As I said, change and transformation. Some of you will be blessed in your pocketbook, your handbag, your wallet. This is an upgrade on a level that what they can't even reach, not even if they stood on each other's skulldugger's shoulders, darling. It's very hard to get out of the bottom of the pit, especially when you've assigned what a position in the crevice of the devil's balls. Yeah. You also have what? Daggers, darling dear, the judgment. You be an agent of karma, walking, talking, and breathing, no less, darling dears, represented by the numbers 80, 81, 82, and 83. It speaks about your energy levels, darling dear. You have the battery for any of the wicked. You have the battery as well as the file. And I told you, darling dears, the best file you must use is the one that is what? Conducted in silence. Big Cat, you move in silence. Silencio. Put a sock in it. Packed a lid in it. Packed it in, did you? Yeah. Judgment knows their address. This also speaks about balance being brought into your system, darling dear. And the judgment card always comes with what? The letter X. For an ex-friend, ex-family member that is now even more distant than the pyramids in Egypt. Fist bump. Yes, baby. Completion of a cycle, ending, gone to the limit. As my brother made a tune called what? Take it to the limit, darling dear. On YouTube, go and check it out. Yes, baby. As I was saying, walking agent of karma. Because we have what? Ewa on its face, darling dear. What's that? This is the death card in tarot, darling dear. They lack progress. They was reckless, right? With that impulsive decision, which now has them hostage to ridicule on Keitha and Malkuth. Yes, baby, if they've got a car or a vehicle to take them to their wickedness, it's either a piece of shit or they can't afford it, darling dear. They really can't. Ewa is represented by what? The letter E, darling dears. It also speaks about what? Communication is not really working for you. The numbers 52, 53, 54, and 55. Scorpio energy. The judgment was Pluto, as well as what? Fire and water energy. And then we had the Wheel of Fortune coming through the Jupiter energy, darling dear, as well as the water. No, sorry, the fire energy. And it came out as a throuple, and you know how I love a throuple. Listen, not in the genitalia sense, blood. I love the multiples of 3. I've got 3 progenies, right? They're all what? 6 years apart. I didn't plan it. That's how they came, right? And Tesla said, right, the meaning to this universe is 3, 6, and 9. And I believe it wholeheartedly. Fist bump. I told you I will drop something on you every now and then, apart from all of their business, as we go into what's going on in the mud hut with these comics. Right. We're going to lead with the Witch's Oracle Wisdom. Give it a good shofty. Two cards, please. Oh, the first one. What did I say, darling dears? You're about to reach a new level of emotional maturity and you are getting your certificates. Darling dears, the initiation has come full circle, as we already saw with Jera, the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear. You've locked onto a higher level of consciousness. Your mind has made you what? Professor of the puzzle. You can't be tricked, and you can't be bamboozled, and you can't be sorry for someone who wanted your hairline, darling dear. They wanted you off your flip-flop. All of this and that. Oh well. Let them await you what? Let them wait and see when you're going to make the blind see and the lame walk. Oh, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth roof. Pinkies up. Base of the deck, darling dear. We have a masculine on its face, darling dear. This is somebody who's bitter and twisted. This is someone, it could be male or female, because I'm telling you, it's either a bitch Mitch or a Mitch bitch. Right? It could be a brother, husband, wife, lover, whatever, son, daughter, whatever it is, darling dear. They're wicked and they're on their face blood and they're not loving what you're achieving. I told you. They're waiting you to what? Turn water into wine blood. They left you with what? 2 fish and you broke it and fed 5,000. Ha ha! I'm talking about metaphorically, darling dears. Fist bump. You are what? Smooth. Let's get into it. You're smooth with it, big cat. Let's take a moment to what? Sit back and look at your greatness. Look at the progress you have made in your life. Till now you are what? Top of the hill, darling dear. Creme de la creme. What you overcame, big cat, was not an easy feat. And it was not for the faint-hearted. Only the chosen of their lineage could what achieve what you have and are achieving. In the name of the Most High, as you leant back in silent faith. And what? James 2:14, you didn't just have faith, you put your back into it. Blood, you had to put your back into it. Put it. Unjust, darling dear. If you're co-parenting with them, well, guess what? They didn't live up to that contract either, blood. But everything is coming full circle. As every knee must bow in the presence of the great big cat, as your chronicles continues. Yes, baby, let's dive in and see what else is going on, because they're not loving it. They're not finding it fabulous, this Sputnik, with their artificial investigations, darling dear. They don't know what battery you have in your back. Well, guess what? It's the one of judgment, yeah? It's the one of judgment. Let's get a deck. I'm not touching the gold deck. I'm leaving it alone. Let's try this one. Haven't you? Oh, badass alchemist ways, darling dear. This is about manifestation mode. You are manifesting what? As you think it, darling dear. And believe. It's been achieved. This also speaks about what? Your health, as well as what? The Mercury energy again, because it's air and Mercury energy. This is about your communications as well as the downloads. Some of you are being intuitively guided to move. This is actually physically move. Possibly moving on the what? The GPS, or moving yourself on the globe. Could be vacation, could be for business. Maybe it could be business with pleasure, but whatever you do, going forward, darling dear, you are going blessed and highly favored. Manifestation mode. Best place to be, darling dear. As they what? Kill each other with the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter as they sit on the seat of assumption. And you know what happens when you assume, darling dear? It makes an ass of me and... Well, not me, darling dear. But I'm saying I'm speaking on their behalf. So what's kicking off in the mud hut? With these comments? Poor! Tell us, because you've got a captive audience as we sip our mocha. Thou shalt not be smoked. What's kicking off in the mud hut as the heads roll? What's this? Queen of Cups, right? It talks about love and compassion, right? And we've also got what? The Knight of Pentacles, darling dear. They're looking at the fact that you took your loyalty on the road. You're looking out to sea, darling dear. Some of you have traveled physically away from these influences. The Knight of Pentacles is also them looking at the loyalty. Darling dears, you buffed up your third eye to a bitchin' shine. This is about you packing it in, blood. You're looking outwards, I told you. Look on the faces of the applicants on the cards, darling dear. The characters. You're looking back at the past. But as you look back at the past, you was working towards your future. This is laying a stable groundwork. Some of you are into property development. We'll be exchanging keys, darling dear. I've been going through a process of where you've been building up some kind of portfolio in silence. Yes. You're about to see that come to fruition. This also speaks about loyalty, darling dear. Some of you are in a position, even though you have a higher maturity and any perspective, you're afraid of giving out your loyalty just like this and that. Well, I don't really blame you, but you know what? I told you, law 18 of the 48 laws of power, full-on isolation is dangerous. Base of the deck. They're not loving the fact that you came through with the Queen of Swords. This is speaking your truth. It says you're brilliant. Fist bump. You are brilliant, big cat. It also says here what? A bit judgmental. But wouldn't you be if you was been getting it without the Vaseline for some time? I'd be judgmental too. Right? And they see things coming towards you. You're going to be getting some messages. This also speaks about good news traveling towards you at this moment in time. Something that you've been working on, using your mental efforts towards, darling dear. And you're looking towards what? A stable foundation in your beginning. Multiple streams of income, blood. Oh, so is this why the head is rolling? They're realizing your infinite possibilities. Why? Because they're spying spires and they're weird and they've got nothing better to do than put their eyes on the throne. Come on, you are fabulous, gorgeous and lovely, and you know it, Queen of Swords. You've learned to master your emotions, right? Anytime you look back and felt weak, this is your guardian angel at your back, your ancestors. It's like tap you on the shoulder with a blade. Are you? And they're saying, are you mad, blood? It's only for intel, so we can recognize the marauders if they dare raise up from the dead. Love it. This is about you being focused on whatever career, whatever environment you're building for yourself at this moment in time. Listen, and they're not happy about it, blood. They're not happy. Sun card out in its face. Them is not happy about what you've got going on. Something to do with your loyalty. It's about your compassion, because the Queen of Cups is a wife, darling dear. Nurturing. This is also about being a good advisor. They're missing the advice you used to give them. What advice was that? Don't fuck me over. You'll be sorry. I'm going to leave you and not come back. All of this and that you told them. And they're not happy where they are, blood. They're not happy. Base of the deck, a dreamer. We've also got the Fool's energy, because you walked out the door. Yeah, left. Went on an adventure, right? Because you wasn't getting no healing in that situation. Judgment on its face, darling dear. The same judgment we already saw kick off with the runes, darling dear. 2 times, that's the energy of the High Priestess. Intuitively guided to what? Get out, go, leave, dos vidania, tinky winky, don't come back. Or you told them to fetch the black bags, blood, I'm not going to prison, or the madhouse. You've already taken me to the poorhouse, and you've been having me what? Stuck in what? No time continuum, rinse and repeat of ghetto hillbilly ways. You said nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Listen, the judgment on his face, leading Big Cat, it talks about what? Missed opportunity. Someone sees you as a missed opportunity. This person was really cold to you, blood. But they didn't understand coldness till you adopted what? The Queen of Swords. Not only are you cold, you're silent. You left them like a killer. Come through, boosie badass. Posh. Clap, yes, baby. And they gave you what? Piss and phobia. I told you, you trust no one. Everyone has to be interviewed before they're allowed into the throne room, let alone to approach your chair, your throne, your high horse, your seat of dignity and common sense, darling dears. Common sense. This also speaks about a younger person coming towards you. This person is coming towards you with some loyalty, darling dear. They're moving away from a doorway that they were supposed to tread. Mine's also being drawn to the sign of Uranus, because the fall is represented by air as well as Uranus energy, darling dears. Uranus is about rebellion. You're a rebel, darling dear, and your individuality has caused upheaval, no less. Upheaval in the mud hut. What's this? The codependent, the brag pocketers, and those that love drama.com. They thrive off of it, darling dear, of the feeble-minded. It also speaks about what? Mental health. They're having a mental health slip and slide. Yes! Whatever you're doing it, darling dears, you're doing that damn thing. Hey! As the what son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown is not having a lovely time. The blind amongst the blind. Leave them where they are, blood. You don't go back. We don't take prisoners, we kick ass. And take names. Why? Because you must remember the bastard's name, blood. Told you, Big Cat, you have the memory of an elephant. Pinkies up. What about these future plans that you've planned in silence, right? It also, the Queen of Swords is somebody who is divorced from someone you thought they was going to be loyal. You sunk this person was going to be loyal. You was patient. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's patient, giving someone chance after chance after chance until you couldn't anymore. Yeah, hockey sticks at dawn, eh? This person that you gave chance after chance after chance, you've got a duo, darling dear, right? We've got what? We've got the Hierophant, as well as what? The Three of Swords. This person came to betray you. They didn't come in to bring bread. No, mate. They came to bring what? The fire with no smoke. A secret killer. There was a full of ninja in your life, darling dear. Heartbroken, darling dear. And they're heartbroken over you. Why? Because you've learned something. Some of you could be counselors. You're teachers. You use your words, darling dears, to teach others of the heartbreak you went. You teach through that pain and suffering. Wow. Whatever you're doing, darling dear, you're doing great, because they're not flipping loving it. You're doing great. Some of you are designing things, designers, darling dear, writers, medical field. You could be in the marketing field, banking, whatever you did, darling dear. You got down and dirty with it. What's that? What's the knowledge, darling dears? I told you, knowledge is power. And power is power. I'll have nothing else said. Yes, baby. Rich white lady season on Keitha, as well as Mount Koof, as you understood the assignment to know thyself. Wise counsel, Taurus energy. The Three of Swords is Libra energy. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is obviously Pentacles energies, darling dears. Well, Pentacles energies. Knight of Pentacles is Earth as well as Earth is Pentacles as well as air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This goes to what? 3 and 3, 6 of Swords. Something that you must mentally examine today, because we're looking at the Knight of Pentacles, looking over plans, but it's not even plans. It's looking over past issues. Anything that comes up for you emotionally today, darling dear, see it as good news. Why? Because you're about to heal it and bend the matrix yet again. Pay attention to your emotions, darling dear. Right? Oh, the dig-dealing mattress back in two-faced frenemy. Right? Family member that's no one's friend is stuck in their tracks. Imagine that. Look at this, 6 of Cups. Right? They realize you haven't got any emotions to give them, darling. You couldn't give 2 of these and 1 of those. Aha. Knight of Wands on its back, darling dear. Stagnant and stuck in a situation. Emotionally draining. Codependent. Right? I see a bit of bipolar all up in this mix, darling dear. Yeah, it's a lot. But I'm telling it. I told you when you come here, you get the usher. Yes, baby. This person or people are trying to avoid a past situation, possibly that they created. The Knight of Wands is somebody who likes to take things, rush into a situation, not for a long time or a good time, or took something that they were not deserving of, darling dear. Well, whatever they're getting, darling dear, it's on them, mate, like white on rice. Did I say karma? Well, I meant the karma. We saw the judgment twice, darling dear. I told you, heads are rolling at 911 Freddy Krueger, Mud Hut, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned, right? They've gone on a field trip in the spiritual short bus for the simpletons and the feeble-minded, right? Past the sign that says, you cannot. F off past this point, well, guess where they went? Past their mark, darling dear. This is the original bird that flies past its nest. The same one that shat on its own doorstep, darling dears. This plan could also speak about building plans. The Queen of Cups is also a mugger. They try to make you into a mugger, or they mug something from a Queen of Cups. This could be a mother, right? The plans could represent a building. This could also speak about elderly abuse, darling dear. Wise counsel is being sought in Kiefer, darling dear. And I don't just see the 1 key. I see 2 keys, blood. Something about 2 keys, very important for somebody out there. Be careful that somebody doesn't have a key to something that they're not supposed to, darling dears. Be aware of everything. We pay attention. And look what they're doing. They're so stupid, right? So stupid. 9 of Wands. They're lying about this new beginning. And all that time they're lying, right, darling dears, they want to come back with a big cup of opium. If this was a past lover, all they've come to do is give you what? The Shakira hips, right? Full on tree slough with algae in their fur. They've got something going, right? Something going that needs to stay where it is. This is the wounded warrior. It also speaks about you being vigilant because you are spiritually strong. Never you forget, my dear big cat. They're waiting for you to make the blind see and the lame walk. Your words and your actions carry spiritual weight. And remember, we learn from someone else's mistake. Never you forget, my dear big cat, anytime you act in impulse, you hold yourself hostage to ridicule from a simpleton or a feeble-minded, especially someone who wouldn't know the truth if it boxed them in the face, blood, punched them in their mouth. They wouldn't know the truth. This is a lying liar, as well as a spying spire, Sputnik's bestie, right? The leader of the hillbilly investigations. Yes, baby. Ace of Swords on its face, darling dear, on its face. This is a lying liar, somebody who comes with the gray area. If this is a past lover, yes, they want to come through, but you better be vigilant and pay your knees, blood. The Knight of Cups is very charming. What does it say here? Flirtatious. They come into flirt, right? and be fickle, right? They're coming to sweep a big cat off its flip-flop. I haven't even got the breath in my guts to laugh over that. And they will come, right, with the hot breath of the feeble-minded and the wicked. Why? Because heads are rolling in their mud hut. They don't know how you managed to do what you did. They expected you to lay down. They wanted you to lay down forever, until you met up on a big cat that said, I beg you don't lay down. You fight. Take it minute by minute if you need to, darling dears. But you take it and you rub them bitches in if they're crying. And if you're crying over them, you go to the mirror and beat up your face until blood and spittle flies. Then you wash your face like David. Come back. Because we ain't fooling out, blood. We are united and unanimous in what? Getting great. Fist bump. Love it. Be vigilant, darling dear, because you've got incoming. They're coming with, look at them. Looking like Mr. or Miss, I'm gonna fuck up your existence, right? With bull swanky and hopium. Yeah, riding in. And in the True Lovers Oracle deck, the waterfall represents what? A effing liard. Never you forget that, a liard. A liard is just like a thief. They're one in the same, blood. One in the same. This is coming in quickly, so this is new news. Could be in the next 8 days. Could be 8 minutes. Good God. Have they still got your number? Who did they pay to get it? Right? What's this? We have the page of Pentacles on its face, darling dear. This person is a social climber. They are broke porkages. Buddy! Have you got a dime? They are in debt, darling dear. Their green grass is astroturf on layaway. They haven't got it. And their mental health, I told you, it's circulating around with what? Bipolar, right? Psychopath, right? Loser, right? Village idiot. All of this and that is floating around in their cranium. Village idiot. Village idiot. Well, chat, let me tell. Oh, this is a lot, blood. Oh, the fake apology, darling dears. Page of Cups. Be prepared for the incoming immature. This person may be even on the down low. Likes to what? Put it about on all of the sexualities, but not telling anyone the truth. They come with the fucking ease. And it also speaks about they do have psychic abilities, but they use it for wicked, right? Lean in, big cap. Let's unpack this bushel, right? Page of Pentacles on its face. We've also got the Three of Wands. They're stagnant in a situation, and when I see wands in the air, especially on the three, this person's got what? Hockey sticks at dawn in their pantaloon. Possibly something they can't wash off, darling dear, because we've got the release. The death card on its face. Could be a terminal illness or an itchy and scratchy that no matter how much they dig, it will never come away. And they haven't learned from their foolish actions, right? We've also got the Five of Cups on its face. Listen, if ever there's been a time for you to be emotionally mature and unanimous, getting effed over, this will be the time, big cat. Here's your confirmation. Don't allow no one to come through and tell you any tale about past people and what they're going through to get you in your heart chakra, blood. Remember, Proverbs 4:23, we guard our heart chakras, for from there springs the well of life, darling dear. The well of life, no less. Popping off in a mud hut. The liars have been lied to. Oh well. Business as usual. Let's get some more messages, and then we've really got to push off. Right. What are we going to lead with, darling? We're going to use Ye Old Kipper. Let's break it down one more time. What else is going on in the mud hut? Right? Seeing as we're here. They've got low expectations, right? And there's a community vibe going on here. Is it a throuple? What comes after throuple? Quadruple? What is it? Something that's got nothing to do with you. The liars are being lied on, right? They got themselves into a situation where there is no expectations, or somebody's a pushover, and it was a community what? Bike. Tree slough. Everybody's futum and panani is in there, blood. What's going on here? Low expectations, darling dear. And didn't I say judgment knows their address? Heads are rolling in the mud hut, big cat. And some of you need to what? Get papers on them, darling dear, because you've got all of the knowledge. You have files. The same said ones, darling dear. They're going through it. Judgment knows them. The lying liar that always wears what? A mask and no condom. I told you, it's working for them. In the pantaloon. In the wickedest of ways. Right? And they're thinking wicked things of you. And they know that even though they're trying to manifest you back, they can't get you back. This is the tower on its face. And they're going through the slow death. Right? With the feeble-minded, being lied to, those that have low expectations, that is fodder on their wind, people that they can easily manipulate and pull around. All of this and that. Base of the deck, baby, you dodged the rocket launcher. Never you ever get feeble-minded again and think you need to be back there. There's wickedness there. There's black pocketers there. There is the devil's strongest worker there. Pennywise the clown's son or daughter. Yes, baby. Never you doubt it. Let me get a small deck. Look! The liars amongst the liars. Listen, they are chopping it up a storm as you continue to what? Get great, darling dear. I told you they're waiting for you to what? Make the blind see and the lame walk. Fist bump. You've outdone yourself, big cat. You've outdone yourself. What's this on the community, right? You ain't amongst them, darling dear. You managed to extract yourself. There was a mission impossible done on your behalf, darling dear, by your ancestral team. This is about you what? Taking the hint, darling dear, to what? Move forward. This is actively moving towards your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. You left that community of what? Feeble-minded, right? And tree sloth, right? Like chicken of the sea. And they're not happy. I told you, this is we've seen the sun card. They're not happy. The codependent, the blind, all sorts kicking off in their craniums. This is about what? Projection, blame shift. They're gaslighting each other, mate. Because you dropped that burden. Dropped it like it was. Hot! Hey! Dodge the rocket launcher. What about these low-vibing ones with the low expectations, right? This is a duo, darling dear. Even though I say that they can't manifest you back, this person, look, she ain't looking out the window. She has to keep her, she or he's got the shark eye, right? As they look at their partner, because they know that their partner still wants you. They got the shark eye, yeah? This person with the low expectations, right? Easily pulled about. They have already given this person their psychological password. Well, good for them. Oh, well. Lies being told, darling dear. But there is no higher court than the one in Keitha. Whatever you've done, darling dear, to extract yourself on this mission impossible, dodging a rocket launcher, I might add, you've done great. And this is also what? Somebody had to have papers delivered. It could have been somebody who stepped out on their marriage. These papers are on their way, darling dear. The 2 and the 3 goes to a 5. The Hierophant, right? Organizations, decisions being made, contracts being signed and delivered. What about this one with the low expectations, right? They know they're in a situation where there's no love and they feel stupid. They feel full-on stupid. CHEWPID. They took a leap of faith into a karmic rinse and repeat. Well, that's your fault, right? That's your fault. They shouldn't blame you, big cat. They need to blame their banana for Tom. That's where the blame lies. People need to put blame where it's supposed to go, right? Because listen, I just told you, you already know where these energies are coming from. Who tried to get you depressed, wanted you in lack, wanted you to what? Chuck off yourself, darling, and go and meet your maker. Those that lack control, darling, dear. Those, listen, Those in the mud hut love to try and destabilize your environment. They're saying things about your health. They're telling people that you're crack on crazy. They're saying you're about to, they're saying this, that whole bushel of bull swanky. Let them say it, right? It's all because of you, big cat. She's got the shark eye on him, and he's deeply in his thoughts. Well, guess what? They're going to be thinking about even more when the papers are delivered on Malkuth and Keitha. No rest for the wicked and the codependent that love the drama. Well, it's been brought to their doorstep. Nothing like spirit. Bring in the ammunition of the big guns to your what? Doorstep. Everybody's getting exactly what they deserve. Exactly what they deserve. You're thinking clearly. What are you thinking clearly about? Judgment. Fist bump, 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 bump. Listen, big cat. You are agent of karma. I told you. You can only call the karma when you lead with forgiveness. And the judgment card, right, represents the X, the same one that wants to what manifest you back. They could not, they cannot, right? And their partner that has the shark eye, because they can't look them dead in the eye, mate, because this person comes with the hockey sticks at dawn. They want to manifest you back to wickedness. An emotionally cold situation where there's codependent, right? Where you're crack on crazy and you're not listening to your higher self. Oh, listen. Tune you back, big cat. Remember Lot's wife. She didn't come back. She's a pillar of salt, blood. Pillar of salt, right? And that puts you right back on that knife's edge after you've only just managed to take all the knives out your back, blood. Listen. Tune to it, big cat. You'll be sorry. This is what I'm saying. The fucking is that's going to come up in your cranium today. It's meant to come up because you have to release it. Don't take that. Listen. Don't take that. Don't smack that particular baby on its ass and make it into a toddler, then a full-grown what fucking is in your cranium. Don't do it. It's to be examined, to be understood from a higher perspective, right? To achieve the badge of emotional maturity. No less. Pinkies up. What about these court proceedings, right? Amongst this air-bending, skin-peeling liar, the masked marauder that's hiding from the paperwork. Can't you see? Listen, they've even got the root chakra at their throat, darling dear. Listen, that's not a good place for your root chakra to be. Talking about a foundation, something you've created for yourself. What about these papers on them? When are they going to get them? What's going on with paperwork? Right? Look, we got the world card. It was on its face, darling dear. This person's been avoiding this ending. They don't want it to end because they know what's going on. Once them really get it, darling dear, they're fine, right? However, whatever success they've achieved, because we know they haven't got any skrillers, not really, right? It's all astroturf, right? Fucking these blood. It's all street cred, but no real solid worth. Yeah? Listen, what they did in the dark to try and avoid the situation, the lying, the manipulation, it's going to catch up with them. 9 of Swords. This is straight onto the knife's edge, mate. Because they were so unjust to you, big cat. They abused the power that they had in a situation. This person did not intend for it to be what? A happy home? A joyous friendship of reciprocation. They never intended to support you as a family member. But yet, they're still waiting for you to what? Make the blind see, right? And the lame walk. Generational curse, darling dear. Generational curse. In the reverse, it speaks about the what? The curse having been broken, whatever you did, darling dear. Nothing like getting the piece de resistance. As you moved away from a situation where you was in the blind and leading the blind, somebody used sex magic, right? And it also speaks about the Queen of Wands right next to the sword. They're going to need the big forensic. They need to get to an STD clinic stat. Look, whoever was the biggest betrayer, The leader of the what? Hit squad. That you can't take no one out but themselves, darling dear. They see you as a big fat missed opportunity. They're feeling like a dumbass, a dickhead, right? As they sit in the seat of the impulsive actions they took. They're being held hostage and ridiculed by the feeble-minded. Everybody sees who they are. Why? Because you've emotionally moved on. Look, you've moved from the 4 to the 5, divine timing. You went through the steps, and it's about, again, emotional maturity, darling. There's the 5 of Cups in the reverse, your emotional maturity, moving on from a situation emotionally that you was not meant to what? Tarry too long. Some of you did, as did I. Paid a hard price until I didn't. Wheel of Fortune. This is about what? Being unable to transform, and it's also the bad luck, darling dear. It's all over them like white on rice. The bad karma. Bad karma. And they're still lying and gossiping about you. All they can do is think about you. That must be their karma. Oh well. They're not happy where they are, stuck in an emotional what? Emotionally abusive situation, unable to change, but it's a choice they made. This is not a happy home. This is what? The mud hut, right? Of the fucking ease. The blinded and the blind, when nobody's truly working for each other. And the ones on the face always speaks about some kind of a disease. Dis-ease. Look at this, darling dear. Someone who can't manage their responsibilities, let alone their mental health. Oh, what's going on in their pantaloon? Good God! It's not nice. But it's none of your business. I told you, you don't look at the basura. I do it for you, darling dears. Fist bump. Right, let's get some final messages. Then we must press on because we're nearly at the 60. 229 in the chat. Fist bump. If you're enjoying the read, darling dears, please hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, share, and comment. And hit the bell so you'll be notified when I'm kicking my way through these tarot streets again. Yeah, the same streets where you what? Dodged the rocket launcher. We're going to go to my FP555 Oracle Intel deck. You can click on the link below in the description box. I've got 2 dicks. I nearly said I got 2 dicks. No, I haven't. It's a lie. It's a lie. I know. I tell you all the time about Freudian slips. Possibly they're watching me, but I don't have them laying around my house, blood. Listen, shut up. The more I say, the worse it looks. It's no. I don't know, or 2 dickheads watching what I've got going on, mate. Well, shine on, because I'm not going to stop. Because if it's interfering with your day, I'm doing right. You must be doing great. What did I say? Homosexual, opportunist to the core. Only wants the strength to pay 1 bill. The mobile bill to keep in contact with the horde. Right? While you're all a truth seeker. Queen of Swords today and every other day. Because you fought really hard for this new chapter, darling dears. You had to break away from a homosexual. What's this? And they're sitting in the seat of Lot's wife. What did I say? I can't make it up. Salt Bay. What about this new chapter? What about this new chapter? What about this new chapter? Come on, dude. Listen, whoever you're not talking to from the last chapter, don't bring them with you. Hey, don't resurrect the dead. You are not Frankenstein. You didn't want any monsters. Right? New chapter, look. Tinky Winky styly with the bag as you do your slow, quick, slow toward your infinite possibilities. What's this? Right? And you have an offer coming on the table. The truth seeker also speaks about what? Contracts, darling dear. It covers the air element. The truth roof. Pinky's up. Somebody's going to be giving you a big offer today. Read the fine print, darling dear. We examine and interview everything, darling dear. And if you don't understand it, you get somebody who knows what the contract's about. You don't go to what? The nail technician to ask them about shares and investments. No! Right? Continue to be brave, darling dear. Anything else is what? Substandard. Hey! For a big cat. And I told you, everything must be researched today as the what? The full moon is in Virgo. And on that note, I drops me mic. 237 in the chat. Namaste, big cat. Good golly and gosh. Toddle over to Teesprings, toddle over to Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Big cat, don't smoke yourself. Because the heads are rolling in the mud hut, yeah? And they're not having a fabulous time as they continue with the what? The Sputnik ways, their mouth breathing over this and that, waiting for you to make the blind see and the lame walk. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Emotional maturity, big cat. Hold your gangster, big cat.